that takes us to this week's discussion of Mr. Mom.
Yeah,
So, okay,
yeah.
before we recast this, do you guys think that they could remake this now? Like, I the dynamic shift of like the hut of a stay at home dad was novel in the 80s. That's not really novel now. So, would there even be a point to remake this movie now?
If it did get remade, I think it would be more, on the TV side. Like, say, for example,
It
like
would be
a
a eight.
Lifetime or Hallmark or
No,
something along those lines.
it would be an eight
At least it's my
episode.
opinion.
It'd be an 8 episode Netflix show,
Right.
Steve. We already know.
Well,
Right.
you see what kind of
Um,
credit I gave it, so
no, because majority of their
Antics.
plot, their
Yeah.
plot antics is just the husband. I mean, the wife and her boss. Maybe you could, but it can't. It's not going to be a comedy though.
no.
I feel like if you do remake this movie, you should not set it now. Like, I'm not saying set it in the 80s, but like maybe just so that you have other stuff to bounce off of. Like they were talking about, like I'm not, I didn't look it up, but I'm assuming there was a financial crisis in the 80s. Maybe have it set during the financial crisis of what was that, 06, 07, 08, whichever the
Something like
one,
that. Mid
whichever
two
that one.
thousands.
Yeah, yeah. Like have it then, where like he worked for like one of those big companies that like too big to fail, but they failed, and like the executives were like being indicted for shit. And so it's
Hmm.
not just that he can't find a job. It's like he might go to jail too. So like he needs to like be cool and just sit his ass down.
So
Like
you're saying he's going to work for Enron is pretty
yeah,
much what you're saying.
like one of those like where they were really like throw a little bit of like we were like up here like almost upper class with the amount of money he was pulling in, and now we have to like redirect our whole life situation as well.
Right.
All right, because then I mean that could work because then you can have a like one of those people who have maids and everything else like that, and now they
Mm-hmm.
can't afford it, so they're not used to using a Rumbus or using this and this and this. They're
Mm-hmm.
tech screen blind and stuff like that. So now he has to figure out how to do that and stuff. So I mean, it could work.
Okay, so my pick for Michael Keaton in our remake would be Glenn Powell. I could see him. He's got a look. He
Hmm.
has a look. Um, as for the wife, once more, it's 2023. We can't have, it has to be an interracial marriage. I'd love to say Ali Wong. I would, but I'll say that for Max. I know he's gonna say Ali Wong. All the roles for Ali Wong, right?
Hey, you
Um,
don't want to you don't want it to be Aquafina? Yes.
why are you making why are you being that guy right now? I don't know
But
who.
yes, I definitely Ali Wong.
Yeah.
So just because I think he can play a younger guy than what he really is,
Hmm.
I would say Paul Rudd.
Okay.
The first name that came up to mind was Zach Braff.
Oh, are you
Okay.
doing cheaper by the dozen right now?
I don't know. I've never seen that.
They just remade it, and he was the dad, and Gabrielle Union was the wife.
Oh, because the reason why, because I looked up Mr. Mom remake, and then apparently there was like a TV show, and like first glance as a poster of it, I was like, that guy looks like Zach Braff.
It
It's
was,
not Zach
yeah.
Braff, but it's somebody else. But so that's why I
Oh,
thought it was Zach Braff.
wasn't it Zach from Saved by the Bell? Wasn't he on that?
I should actually click on it. Let's see. So it's from 2019, Mr. Mom TV show. Hayes MacArthur.
I don't know. I guess I should
And
look it up. I guess I should look it up here for the audience. Mr. Mom remake.
I thought I did remember hearing an actual show.
Oh, ew. Who the hell is this dude? That's mean, but I'm gonna stick with it. History of the World Part 2, The Morning Show. None of this is looking familiar to me. He's on an episode of Key and Peele. Okay. How 2 episodes of How I Met Your Mother, an episode of Entourage, an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So that Mr. Mom reboot was his big break, huh?
Yes, so.
11 episodes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, what's her name? I see her in things.
The mom, the wife,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
Andrea Anders.
yeah. I've seen her and stuff.
Hmm. Let's see. So I was looking up a list of like women of color actresses, and a name popped up, and I'm like, that would be interesting. But then I'm like, she's like 50.
Who?
Regina King.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I
Um,
got one for you
nah,
for the mom. But yeah, go ahead.
what's Jane the Virgin? Gina Rodriguez, is that her name?
Yeah.
That's who I'm casting as the mom.
Okay.
All right. What you got,
So,
Steve?
since you said going the 2023 version, what about Tika Sumpter?
Oh, she did just get off playing a white man's husband in what was that? Grow
Sonic.
growing up ish. Wait, was that not her? And
Yeah, no, she was in Sonic. She was the girlfriend or whoever in Sonic.
but wasn't she also in that the second spinoff of Blackish? Was that not her?
Looking, I've got to pull up looking because I couldn't remember her name either.
The haves and the have-nots. Yeah, Mixish. She was the mom on
Mixish,
that.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She was married to Saved by the Bell Zach.
So, question: did she into white dudes? That's two in a row. I'm not knocking it. I'm just curious. So I'm guessing this is her man's.
Mm.
Oh, hold up. Ew. Ew. Why is Tyler Perry at your wedding? Fuck that. That ruins the whole wedding.
I mean, does it? Think about the gift.
I could see him being cheap.
I mean,
All right, her husband is an actor of some sort. Do we know this man anything?
I've never heard of Nicholas James.
That looks like porn, but okay. Let's see. Nicholas James. Let's see here. Oh, he was. Oh, they must have met on Halves and Halves Nots. Did an episode of NCIS. I wonder how it is when like two actors get together and one of them is like grossly more successful than the other. Like, I wonder
Right.
how that dynamic goes. But okay, so Matt, who's your wife?
Ali Wong.
Oh, my silly behind. Why did I ask such a silly question?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you answered before. I mean,
I got thrown off. Okay. All right. Ali Wong for all the roles. Support.
Mm-hmm. Yes.